Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today's date is Monday, November 9th, 2020. The only words I can come up with is Jeepers Creepers. Can you see what the market is doing this morning? Thanks to, Pfizer. Here, right here. We've got Pfizer and this BioNTech, BNTZ. They are up incredible, absolutely incredible this morning. And that's probably what's pushing the market up. Good news on a COVID vaccine. So go market, go. So I've got the SPY hovering right now around 363. That's well above the September 2nd highs. Good grief, can you say profit-taking morning. All right, let's look at some trade ideas. Be careful today not to chase. Very, very important. Don't chase anything. Let everything come back down to, back to earth, I guess, before we start buying. That's one thing we're going to have to do. Let's take STAA here. It has not taken off, which is cool. We're sitting here inside day, inside the green box here. I'm looking for $100 to get tagged up there. We'll put a stop around that 75, 85 area on STAA. We're going to be looking at, 7 charts this morning. And on this past weekend, on Saturday, I posted 15 charts to ponder over the weekend. And we're looking at 7 of them today. They are all looking pretty darn good. I just chose 7 to talk about this morning, but you can get the full report by taking a look at Saturday's video I posted on YouTube. I also want to remind you that if you are a member or if you are a trial member, if you would like to have alerts put on your phone, your smartphone, if you'd like to have alerts each time that I buy a chart for the Road to Wealth account, each time I buy a chart or sell a chart or make an adjustment, I post it within just seconds to the app. So you'll get that on your phone, but you have to download it and then you have to log into the room one time to pair it, and then we're good to go. And then you don't have to be in the room if you don't want to be to get the alerts, okay? All right, since we're down here on Smith & Wesson, well, let's just take a look at it. So Smith & Wesson, we've been in a downtrend. Looks like we constructed a bit of a bottom here. Buyers came in. They've held up so far. A nice couple of candles over here. Very nice chart pattern. We're over the 50-period moving average now. We're over the 34. Looks like we're opening up on an inside day inside our buy area. I like that. So we may consider a buy-in here today or tomorrow or the next day. It doesn't have to be today. With a buy inside the buy area here or the pocket, this is the pocket, we'll be looking at about a 1660, 1655 stop with a $20 target followed by a 22.5 target up here on Smith & Wesson. Let's take a look at some SLV. Now, SLV was on the watch list. It has pulled back below the buy box up here, and that's okay. If we start to move back up, I'll look for an entry in that area. And because we've moved down, this actually might start to put in a buy at a lower area. See how we've got support here on the 3rd? We've got a little support, this high, low, high, higher, low, and then we jumped right to a higher high. Well, we're down in this area right here, so this just might become a buy right in this area. If that becomes a buy, then I think what I'll do is, let me see here. Let's put this right here. No, don't do that. Let's do this. Yeah, you know what? If we end up, let me move that out of the way. Let's put another red line up. There we go. I think what I'll do, if we see a buy in this area, we might consider buying that. And then we will change our stop to about $22.50 if we bought in here. If we don't buy and it comes back up, then this plan will hold true. Targets 24.50, 25.50, 26, maybe 27. Next chart I'm considering is some Apple. Now, all last week it took everything I had to keep from buying it. Well, not all. Thursday and Friday. Took everything I had to keep from buying Apple, but I just didn't want to hold too much over the weekend when we hadn't broken out yet. Well, it kind of looks like we're breaking out today. So, well, that might not be true. No, that might not be true. Looks like we're opening up right in this area here. Now, being Monday, it's possible I consider a buy below that trend line, but I'll be using 1570, maybe 1565, actually just a little bit lower for a stop, anticipating that breakout. Now, for those that want to wait for the breakout, that's perfectly fine, absolutely fine. Just wait for that breakout, let that chart pattern set up over here, and boom, you're off to the races. We'll be looking for 125.30-ish, 128.80-ish, and possibly higher on Apple. How about some Upwork? Upwork had a great gap up here on good volume. Consolidated on Friday. A little hammer candle. Looks like we're opening up inside the buy box. This could be ripe for a buy if we start to see the buyers come back in. So what I'm looking for is here we open up. What I need to see is some proof that we don't continue down. That's really what I want. We don't want to continue down. We need to see the buyers step in and start buying. Then we may look at that buy, a stop around that 26.30, maybe down to 26.25, and then we'll look for 36.95 for a target. And again, I will, if we buy any of these or buy any other charts, we will be sending those out on the members app or trial members app. Both trial members and members have the ability to download that app. To download the app, it's absolutely free. You just have to simply log into the trading room to get the passcodes for it. C-Day, C-D-A-Y, terrific day on Friday. Great little actually not little, a pretty big candle. Sellers had a chance to really keep it down here. They couldn't do it. Buyers stepped in and popped us right up. Looks like we're opening up just about right about the top of the buy box. I'm not concerned. Breakout buys, we're all about that as well. So we might look for a buy in here. Now, one thing we might do is if we end up buying on a breakout, the stop down here is 5.71%. The stop was based on buying a little more inside that box. So if we buy higher, then what we might have to do is move that stop up just a little bit. Probably, in fact, let's do that. Let's just put this line up here, there. And let's edit it. Let's paint it red. There we go. So if we buy on a breakout, we may be looking, about 3.8% on the stop. So about that 91.80, 91.85 maybe. And the last one I have here is, and then we'll go over a couple of trades that I'm in now if you want to hang around and watch this. Won't take much longer. So GLD is also gapping down, and I think that's great, because now what we'll look for is a possible buy signal down here. And let's put the buy box in. Again, we're going to wait for it to set up. We're just not going to arbitrarily buy it. So let's just put the stop in there. So if we start to see buyers coming in down into this area, we may end up buying a little GLD, and I think I'm going to drop that stop down just a smidgens here. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. So we'll wait for the chart to set up. We'll wait for it to come to us. We'll wait for it to come into our pocket, not somebody else's pocket. And what I mean by pocket is I mean a very tight area where we like to buy. Again, we'll send out those alerts to those that have the app. All right, let's take a few charts that I held over the weekend. GE, held some GE. GE is gapping up here about 935, so holy moly. G's gapping up 14%. I'm already up 19% on it. This was sent out as an alert. Snap. Held Snap over the weekend. It's not doing much, actually down a little bit. I'm not too worried. I may have to adjust my stop because I don't trigger my stops to the end of the day. So let's see how the day ends up. I will send out alert on this if I make some changes. TAN, T-A-N, TAN is gapping up. This is another one that we held over the weekend. And TAN, we're gapping up here to about 79.30. Breaking out of these highs. Go TAN, so we're good on that. Tupperware. We had bought Tupperware, held it over the weekend. Looks like we're opening up just about where it closed Friday. No big deal there, so we'll hang with that. Wells Fargo. We also had some Wells Fargo. We held it, and it's gapping up to 23.50, so there's a 6% gap on that. We also had Walmart going into the weekend, and here we're gapping up right into my target up here. I drew a little circle for a target, and we're gapping right up into it. How sweet is that? Okay, so that's the good. Here's the bad, because we tell everything, not just the good stuff. I did buy some SDS going into the weekend, and you can see it's gapping down. I will close it immediately. Immediately market opens up, I will be closing it, okay? So we'll get out of that. We're going to take our loss. We're going to make a lot of money on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks that I see today, plus what we might be buying today. Remember, we'll send out alerts to those that are on a trial and those that have the Hit and Run Candlestick subscription. You guys have a great weekend. Hope to see you in the trading room. Take care.